Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am David, if you've never been here before. As you can tell, I got my winter dolphin hat on because it is now getting cold up here in Michigan. So here I am with my Dolphins hat and ready to talk about some Tua news. Again, if you've never been here before, my name is David. Had this Miami Dolphins channel for a little while now. I try to do updates every week. As you can probably tell by my voice, my sinuses are still a little clogged. I've been sick this last week, so didn't get to put a video out last week, even though there was a lot to talk about, which I'm not going to rehash today. What I do want to talk about today, though, is Tua being cleared from concussion protocol today, and Bridgewater also was cleared today. So tomorrow, Tua will be inactive, but will be on the sidelines in street clothes, guiding our rookie, Skylar. And Teddy will be backing up Skylar in case anything goes really wrong and he needs him. Hopefully he won't need to come in because he hasn't had those reps. Which leads me to the main topic of this. Obviously, it's great that Tua has been cleared. It's great that Teddy's been cleared. But as I'm looking at the comments on social media today, I am just amazed, and I'm trying not to be nasty to some of my fellow Dolphin fans, but I'm just truly amazed at the level of ignorance is probably the wrong word, but I'm just going to go with it. Ignorance when it comes to football in general and how things work. So what I'm hearing from some Dolphin fans is you want Tua, who obviously did not have a concussion against the Bills. We know that now, despite what some will say. Did have a concussion 4 days later against the Bengals. You want that kid, which is the future of our franchise at quarterback, you want him with almost 2 weeks of no football reps. And yes, he did practice yesterday fully, but it wasn't with the first team. So what you want is a newly healed Tua to come back on no reps with the first team, barely thrown a football in 2 weeks. You want him to come out and start against the red-hot Minnesota Vikings on Sunday. Really? That's what you want? You want this kid? You want to put this kid in a no-win situation and, excuse me, more importantly, the team in a no-win situation? And then we start this process all over again? Or do you do the smart thing? And that's why I'm so glad we have Coach McDaniel, because he really understands the game and the impacts of how these things work. Or you start the kid that's had all the reps with the 53 this week, with the starters, had all the reps. You've had the confidence to keep this guy on your 53. You start him and emphasize the running game just like you did last week. Now, keep in mind, some will say, well, we did that last week, David. And you're right, we did. But here's two things about last week. The loss against the Jets. One, Skylar did not lose that game. Our pathetic defensive showing lost that game. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me, Skylar, yeah, he didn't play the best in the world, but Skylar didn't give up 40 points. So look, Coach McDaniel knows what he's doing with this team. And I am so glad that Tua is back. He went over and above. He saw, I guess, a couple of specialists in Pittsburgh and in Detroit, which was over and above what was required for him to clear concussion protocol. All of them said that he is doing fine, no lingering effects from the concussion, and he's good to go. Now, some will say, oh, the NFL is just writing a script because so he can return on Sunday Night Football. Y'all need to stop living in your conspiracy theory world and understand this was Tua and the Dolphins' call, right? Mostly the Dolphins' call. You do not put this kid back out there after 2 weeks of hardly any football practice or activities and put him up against the red-hot Minnesota Vikings. You just don't do it. You can trust this kid, Skylar, with a full week under his belt with the game plan and the reps to do the job that he's being paid to do. That's why we have him, for situations like this. And let me tell you what, with a full week of working with Waddle and Hill, I think you or I could get out there and make it happen. Just throw it 5 yards and let them do the rest. Am I saying Skylar's going to light it up? No. But I am also confident that with Teddy backing him up, we're going to be just fine. Am I saying we're going to win? Boy, it would be nice, wouldn't it? It'd sure be nice after all of this crap to go 4-2 into the Sunday night game against the Steelers, a.k.a. Flores, with our throwback uniforms on, Tua coming back, and celebrating our 50th anniversary of our undefeated team in 1972. That's going to be phenomenal. But he needs to be ready for that game, and he will be ready for that game. But to all you people wanting him in there today, tomorrow, just stop and think about what you're saying. Somebody said, well, if it was Aaron Rodgers, he'd be in. Really? You think so? I don't think so. If he was just cleared on a Saturday to go for Sunday with no practice, no. And we can agree to disagree on that, but I'm telling you, this is the best move for the Miami Dolphins right now. And if we can come out of this game with a win and go 4-2, and we all become Chief fans this week, right? Chiefs and Bills play Sunday as well. Bills lose that game, Miami wins. Guess what? We're back in first place with a Sunday night showdown. Tua coming back starting against his old team, against Flores, our old coach. So that's what I have to say. What do you have to say? Leave some comments below. Again, sorry for the nasally and probably don't look the best and I don't have the best backdrop. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I do these things unedited and just off the cuff. And with Tua coming back this morning, I knew I wanted Tua and Bridgewater coming back this morning. I wanted to make a quick video and put this out there. So if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you've never subscribed. A lot of you watch these videos aren't subscribed, so you can do me a big favor. Hit the subscribe button and leave me a comment. Leave me a comment to what you think. Do you agree? You think I'm crazy? You think we should start Tua anyway, even if he's not ready to go? Really? Hopefully I don't see too many of those comments. Anyway, thank you for watching, and go Fins. We'll do another video next week and see where we're at for the Sunday night game. Thanks for watching. Peace and Fins up.